Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. This is our fourth game in this week's tournament. We're currently 3 wins, no losses. Let's see if we can keep the win streak alive. We're going up against Fury, also known as Hackerman, who's a good player, but I don't think I've played him since last August when I went on break. Hope he's not AFK. Yes, here we go. Ooh, no tanks, no supply specialist. Those are normally my 2 priorities. So it's between heavy armour with the steel balls and fangs as an aggressive play, or aerial specialist with fang and phoenix is probably a standard play. I'm feeling like aerial with the phoenix to begin with is nice. Let's go for it. Let's go. What's he picked? Marksman specialist. Ooh, that's annoying. Our phoenixes aren't quite as powerful now, because they can't deal with that easily. Tanks and crawlers as well. I am so jealous. That's one of my ideal starts. If I was him, I'd probably just grab 2 more snipers, and then position standard or aggressive depending how frisky I'm feeling. So I think we're on the back foot. Should we just take the bull by the horns and go aggressive ourselves? Or do we play standard and play to our phoenix range advantage, with the aerial specialist bonus? I think I'm going to play standard because I'm playing better in standard at the moment, but I think aggression here would be the right play objectively. If he goes aggressive, we can punish with an early Wraith. Can't quite remember the positioning without tanks as my mainstay. Imagine these fangs were tanks. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay. Nudge you forward a step. Phoenix is over here. Do we want vertical phoenixes? No. We want them shooting tanks. These guys feel a bit too far forward to me. They're going to be dead before the crawls arrive. Let's pull them back a bit, rather than having them play defending imaginary tanks. Means we won't have space for a giant between them and the tower though, but that's okay. What's he gone for? Standard, but very far back. Glad we've got the late arriving crawlers then. He's playing so defensive, he's expecting me to play aggro here because we're aerial specialist. Here we go. Wait, what? Only 1 extra set of crawlers? So he's sitting on 100 gold in his pocket. Weird. Ooh, someone's betting against me on round 1. Ooh. Hope we can punish that, but let's focus on the game. I've positioned badly here. Our crawlers should have been behind the towers. Too many fangs are dead before the crawlers have arrived. And that's with the tanks being so far back to begin with. I pictured our fangs helping our crawlers win this fight, but that's really not going to happen if the fangs are all dead. Shouldn't have worried about covering the flanks to begin with. Should have focused on winning this round. It's always painful watching phoenixes shooting at crawlers. Really shouldn't have relied on fangs as chaff clear. Without range and mechanical rage, they're not going to kill much. I've been playing too much survival recently, and it's a very different mindset. Alright, come on, let's get back into it. Ooh, a Wraith is fun. Level 2 Stormcallers already. But we really need chaff clear, and the Arclights will help us do that. Yeah, let's go Arclight. Let's position them wide in case he's gone Stormcaller, so shots at the fangs don't miss and hit the Arclights instead. Now we've got 400 to spend. How's it best spent? We could do 2 more sets of phoenixes, but I think I've had my fill of watching phoenixes shoot at crawlers. Really weird how he saved 100 and didn't buy 2 units last round. Is he going for a tempo play like mechanical rage in the tanks? If he is, then we'll need these extra Arclights, or our front line will disintegrate faster than we can kill anything. Really not sure what his big game plan here is. I'm just going to take the tower upgrades early. 15% health and 10% attack. It's not huge, but it helps our smaller units punch up a little bit. Ooh, Stormcallers, and they're positioned perfectly to catch our Arclights. Extra snipers as well, so we can't pressure the Phoenix advantage. We need to do a mobile beacon to protect our slow-moving fangs. They're getting massacred. Ugh. Oh no, the timing's bad. Don't hit our Arclight. Don't hit the Arclight. Oh. Don't die, please. He lives! Legend! No! Oh, what is this? The crawlers were closer. Ugh, bad positioning 2 rounds in a row. This is going to cost us. At least our phoenixes are picking off the tanks now. Ooh, I'm killing the sniper. Nice. Right side strong, left side weak. But there's no way we're going to win this with this level 3 sniper. At least we got some experience in the phoenixes. It's close, but positional mistakes are costing us right now. And that's frustrating because it's something I can't fix easily. Ooh, that's annoying. There was a 1 in 3 chance that was intelligent Arclight instead. then we'd have been away, but instead it's subsidised marksman, which favours him. Then again, maybe it doesn't. He's already got 3 snipers, maybe he doesn't want more. We're so early in the game that we're almost guaranteed to get a second bombard if it goes even vaguely late. I'm changing my mind, I don't think he will take subsidised marksman. But if he does, then it's going to be our 3rd assault marksman game in 4 games. Getting a little bit bored of assault marksman, I'll be honest. I think we have to go underground threat here. If he takes it and drops it in our backline, we're kind of scuppered. And I'm already committing to buying mobile beacon crawls on the front row. I'd ought to be buying back row crawls as well to cover it. Speaking of which, let's grab them. Let's distract the ones on this side first, because they killed the arc light too easily. Just inside the range of all of them, and then running across. Once more off to Narnia. And that leaves us with 350, a little bit annoying. I would have liked to have gotten a boat by now. Attempts to go range on the Phoenixes, but it's too early. Ooh, but range on the arc lights could be good. Would stop them dying to the Stormcallers quite so easily. Unlock a unit. We've only bought 1 unit this turn, that's a bit of a tempo loss. Let's see what he's going for. How did he go? Subsidised? He didn't go subsidised. Okay, he's got shields. Interesting. It's a bit early for them, but I guess if he feels he can protect them, then fair play. He's probably expecting the bombard. Extra tanks? That's a lot of tanks, but again, very far back. This is messy. I'm glad we've got some arc lights to clear all this chaff off, but wow, are we behind on the tempo? Uh-oh. Next round he goes mechanical rage or range on those tanks and we're going to be stumped. And then range on the snipers and then we're absolutely scuppered. Does he have fire and EMP on the Stormcallers? Of course he does. Oh, this is tricky. I think I've dug my own grave here by giving it too much tempo. We need a good answer to tanks that can survive snipers and Stormcallers. This feels eerily similar to our game against Quick Supply Specialist last week. Right, come on, focus up. We dug it out the hole then, we can dig it out the hole now. Ooh, heavy overload's tempting. Javelin, 3 rounds, let me back up again, I'm sure. But I'm going to go speed specialist here because we're struggling versus the Stormcallers. It just makes everything a little bit safer. We need to go range on the Phoenixes because he's going to go range on the snipers. Maybe shields would have been a better choice actually. Oh well, it's done now. Ugh, we still need mid-table chaff. Feels bad buying into extra tanks though. But if we don't have it, the Arc are doomed. Don't forget the mobile beacon. What is this? I don't know what happened there. Right, let's do that again. Much cleaner. Looking at our board, I feel like we're a turn behind. That's a whole turn we've missed somewhere. Yeah, I think these range techs are unnecessary. We should have gone for board strength first. 200 left over. It's enough for a technology on the crawls. Replicate or impact drill maybe. He is a little light on chaff, so if we can turn over the crawler line, we might be able to swing the game. You know what, let's go replicate. It's risky though. Missile means his Stormcaller can do more work now. Which we were the ones with tanks here. One of the downsides of taking replicate though is the subterranean blitz now costs 450, and I have a sneaky feeling we're going to need that fella soon. The nice thing about replicate is once you get onto targets and start killing them, you get an infinite supply of crawlers. That is what we want. Though I notice we're not killing the tanks, so we should have really gone charge shot on the arc lights. He's got range in his marksman like we expected. But I don't think range in our Phoenixes really changes much here. Uh-oh. We're in a losing trajectory right now. We need to fix this. We need a cunning plan. Everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face by 4 sets of sledgehammers. We have 1,000 to spend. Tempted by the barrier? But that limits us to Vulcan, really. Mobilized battleship won't do anything with as many snipers. Kinda the same as improved Wraith, really. Level 5 crawls into this many tanks. Doesn't work either. I think versus this many tanks I'd rather go Fortress, but Fortresses like Arclights are another scaling play. We might not have time for this. I don't think I want them directly behind the Fangs. They're just going to eat missiles. It's not as if we can afford barrier on them this turn either. Let's dodge the missile. No, more like this. Let the front crawls run on while the back ones run backwards. 50 left over is you up. Right, let's see what he's going for. Ooh, he's doing a missile there every turn. Hopefully the crawlers dashing away has bought us some space. We saved about half of them. board just looks very sparse from our side. Hopefully the fortresses can buy us some space and time. Ah, they're just dying too fast though. These are fortresses. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I don't think we're getting there. Struggle bus is real. I've been behind since the start and I've missed too many tempo plays. Ouch. Why is someone betting on me? What? We're getting annihilated. But cheers for the mood lift, that was needed. I do appreciate your optimism, kind sir. Whew. Right. What can we do? Desperation Arclight carry attempt. It doesn't often work, but when it does work, it's heroic. What would Arclight carry cost us? 1200. We'd need both elite and charge shot to get through the tanks and the extra range. Not great when he's already got the counter showing with those ranged snipers. Are we seriously considering this? Well, he who dares wins, right? Here we go, let's do it. Pushed plus 200. Grab both the carry Arclight upgrades. Slam this item on you and give you your level up. Right, here we go. Backs to the wall, this is it. Let's try and save these crawlers again. Maybe more like this? No, you know what? Let's have some late arriving chaff. What is going on here? These stutters, I think it's because I'm recording. Right, we've rolled the dice, let's see if it's worked. Elite snipers, ouch. There goes any hope of us catching up with the range. And our forts are going to melt. I don't know how he's affording these missiles every turn, and not suffering for it on the board. Right, we need our Arclights to do an awful lot of work here. Come on, lads. If they start getting picked off by snipers, it's over. Ah, GG, well played. We got annihilated, it's entirely my fault. Yeah, there was no way Arclights were going to win this for us. I probably should have just gone more fortresses and got barrier on them. We should have picked the Stormcallers in turn 2. Not buying chaff clear in turn 1 cost us, because then on turn 2 I'm thinking about chaff clear, and not weighing up all the options properly. Lot to learn from this one. It's been ages since I've been perfect gamed. Feels rough. Okay, so where did this all go wrong? I like his formation, it's very tidy. I think it was the deep tanks, kinda threw me a bit. And the early marksman with range was a great answer to everything we had on the board. Even though we went range on the phoenixes, they just didn't really do anything. 50 kills, but it's all chaff. I think taking range on them was a bad choice. Speaking of bad choices, I think fortresses were a poor pick into high level snipers, and the crawler replicate didn't really do anything either. We just had 200 left over at the end of a turn, I didn't know what to do with it. Probably should have just held on to it and had a big play the next turn. I don't like sitting on cash though. I'm not sure we needed the upgrades in this tower, it didn't do a lot of difference. So now we're talking about 1000 gold kind of wasted here. That's the whole missing turn I was talking about. We never damaged the shields, we never pressured the Stormcallers, we never flanked. This was just a really poor showing on my part. I don't like being behind the tempo and it really threw me. I really like his layout. This is kind of the classic tank Mustang play. We never even need to get mechanical rage in his tanks. We never even pushed him. I think my chaff line here was way too far forward. They were just dying to the Stormcallers before anything else made contact, so it was just pointless. The Arclight pickup, even though it helped us stabilise the chaff line, was actually definitely what sunk us. Really should have taken the Stormcallers that were offered there. Stormcallers counter Stormcallers, and they're not bad into tanks as well, so that was a big opportunity we missed. The Hail Mary play at the end was kind of half-hearted. Knew it wasn't going to work in my heart of hearts, but I thought, let's try it. If we get 1 or 2 rounds, we might be able to get things going. But we just didn't have enough beef in front or chaff behind for how much damage our opponent was able to provide. Shouldn't have tried playing into ranged snipers, and I knew that. 149 meter range is not enough, especially when they're trying to compete with Stormcallers with 195 meter range. This game just shows the importance of having some Stormcallers and protecting them, and we never really threatened them. We could have played aggressive and had some crawlers right in the front line going straight at them, particularly once we got Replicate, and speed. We could have put so much more pressure on them. Maybe a Rhino player would have worked. This way, we just played it super passively and played it really badly. The fortresses again were a bit of a Hail Mary attempt as well. I think if you're going Fortress, you almost have to get Barrier on them, because it's 40,000 health shield, compared to its base health of 58,000. Without the shield, you're missing half the Fortress, and you get Fortresses for the health. It doesn't bring much damage or much threat. So yeah, we could have effectively got double the HP value from our Fortresses just by taking that upgrade on them, instead of the pointless Phoenix range. We're missing chaff behind the tower. Glad that we remembered the mobile beacon at least. But at what cost? Right. We're behind on tempo because he was marksman specialist and had chaff clear round 1 and we didn't. We positioned our early crawlers badly. We missed unit drops. Made poor choices on the free cards. Didn't take the tempo cards like Bombard that were offered. And then threw away a fortune on upgrades that did nothing. Yeah, we deserve to lose this one. Sorry guys. But this is how we learn. This is how we get stronger. Losses today means wins tomorrow. As long as we can identify why we lost, we are improving. Oof. Only 8 combat power, but 30 MMR is painful. Right, let's see where we're at in the tournament. We're now all the way down at 10th. One loss, you just can't afford it. Ah well, we learnt lots, that's the important thing. Hope you found this useful, and it isn't too painful watching me beat myself up after a loss. I do still enjoy the game even when I lose, but it just hurts when I know I could have played better for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. Let me know what other errors or mistakes I made that I didn't notice at the time, but go easy please, I know there are a lot of them. I'll see you tomorrow for the next game.